Hey beautiful souls, how you doing? It's Gina here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I am recording this video. I was actually all set to record a series of videos from my private group, and then I was interrupted by a comment that someone made on my personal page that really triggered me. And for those of us living conscious lives, I recognize that that trigger was a teacher, and I deeply bow down to and honor the person who triggered me on my page. And I wanted to share a reflection based on that exchange and what it taught me. The post itself was about showing up fully as who we are, and how we all come to a point, hopefully, we all come to a point in our lives where we recognize that hiding behind the facade, the myriad of masks that we're taught to hide behind, to be socially acceptable, to be liked, to play the game, to show up as people expect and want us to show up. At some point we come to a point where we realize that we don't want to play that game anymore, and we actually don't even associate with that person that we're trying to portray anymore. And the masks show up as, happy mother, happy wife, happy, successful person, all the stuff the charade that we pretend. And, our number one need as human beings is to be liked and accepted. And so when we put up these masks, it's for that reason, so that people like us and accept us. And it serves us for a while until it doesn't. And I think one of the number one things I hear people say all the time that I work with is that they come to a point where they don't even recognize themselves anymore because they've been, masquerading as this other person. And that was true for me. And so many of you know my story. Quickly, I got my dream job right out of the gate. I got a job as a journalist at 20 years old. I hadn't even graduated from university yet. Dream job, dream location, spotlight. It was everything I could ever have wanted. And quickly realized it was not the energy that I intended in this world. And when I ultimately did leave, I was gifted with a second opportunity to become a corporate speaker. Anyways, long story. I've been very fortunate. I've had over 2 decades of success as a corporate speaker, but that's not how it started. How it started was me as a 20-year-old feeling completely inadequate, feeling like I had to put on the dog and pretend to be someone that would respect a corporate speaker. I was a PYT, pretty young thing. Props to Michael. And who is going to have respect and any consideration for a young, cute little 20-year-old thing? And so in my mind's eye, what I needed to do was I needed to man up. I had to show up differently, not as Gina, but as the person that I imagined a respected corporate speaker would be like, act like, and look like. So I created a facade of Gina. And this facade included changing my physicality, changing and being thoughtful about what I was wearing, changing and being thoughtful about how I was acting, how I showed up, the stories that I told, because I wanted to project that image, because I had such a sense of imposter syndrome. And I started to build my career that way. And then when I started my online platform, for those of you who've been following me for a while on Facebook, the past 4 or 5 years, you'll notice that for the first 3 years, easily, there was not a picture to be seen of me, not one, on my personal page. Even my little profile in the corner was of a very serious me, all professional in a blazer, behind a microphone, in my masculine energy. There was nothing that was really Gina in those pictures. And I had a lot of great success. A lot of great success. And I'm proud of that success. I worked hard. I prepped hard. I showed up. I was very intentional with the work that I did. But there came a point where I was loved and adored and admired by my customers, my clients, my family and friends. But it was insufficient. And the reason that it was insufficient is because I was not loved and adored for who I was. I was loved and adored for the beautiful mask that I hid behind. And so success really didn't taste like success and never felt adequate because it really wasn't about me. It wasn't about me at all. Now, I have a very strong masculine side, as many of you know, but I also I'm very tuned into my femininity. And me in my essence, I am very sensual. I like to connect with people. I'm a juicy, soulful person who likes to do deep dives in conversation and with connection. And I wasn't showing up that way. I was showing up as this other person. And so what I did was about a year and a half ago, I took a hiatus. I stopped my global show that had been running for 3 years. I pulled back a lot from social media and my public appearances. I stopped doing public talks, and I really had to go through that journey, that dark night, to figure out, was I willing, interested in, continuing to be successful as that person? Or was I going to, at all costs, take the risk to show up fully as myself? And, it's very easy to say, shine in your glory. Be true to you. Show up as you are. It's very easy. It's lip service. And there's a lot of great memes floating around about that. But to do it, it's freaking hard. It is risky to say, this is how I am. Because not everyone is going to like you as you are. So you have two choices. You can play the game as I did for a very long time, over a decade. Play the game, please the people, show up as you believe everyone wants you to show up. Don't make anybody uncomfortable. Don't ruffle any feathers. Don't be too smart, too pretty, too sensual, too generous, too anything. Don't be too anything. Just keep it all nice and uniform so everyone feels really comfortable, no one feels threatened, and you can show up that way. And you'll probably do pretty well. But there's going to be a part of your soul that you're disconnected from. It's inevitable because you can only hold up that facade for so long. And it's going to express itself either in illness or depression. It's going to express itself in your relationships. I mean, it's whatever you press it needs to express itself. And so that's a whole nother blog. But all of those things happened to me. I became disconnected from my purpose, depressed, my relationships suffered, my health suffered, because I wasn't showing up as me. I was showing up as people wanted to see me because I wanted to be loved. And I wanted people to not feel threatened by me. But here's the thing, and this is why this person who triggered me was such a gift. During that year and a half hiatus, I have come to connect fully with who I really am as Gina. And one of my favorite quotes by Georgia O'Keeffe goes something like this: you can be the ripest, juiciest peach in the bowl, but there's going to be someone out there that just doesn't like peaches. I'm not here for everyone. Not everyone's going to resonate with my energy. People are going to look at me and say, I can't relate to that sensuality, that confidence, that juice, whatever, fill in the blank. I don't know how people perceive me. I can't relate to that. This happens every day for me. I have public appearances. I even go out, anywhere I go in public, I can feel energetically when people meet me and they go, whoa, she's too much. It's uncomfortable for me. And I respect that. I'm not for everybody. But to act the role so that other people go, this is comfortable. This is okay. She's non-threatening, is disloyal to my soul. And I choose the alternative. I choose to not be as popular, to not be as liked, because I need to honor myself. It sounds really cliche, but it's freaking hard to do because it's just like Sally Field. Like, I want you to like me. I want you to like me. I want everyone to like me. But this is me. And the past year, yeah, that's why I post pictures of myself in my glory shining. It's freaking uncomfortable. Please do not mistake me for being this uber confident woman who loves every part of myself. I don't. I do it to make a point, to prove to myself that I can dare. I will dare to do it in my discomfort because it gives other people permission. And I shine not for your adoration and not for your benefit. I shine because you just can't freaking dim the sun. So thank you, lady, for that trigger. I hope this serves someone. Shit, 10 minutes. It's a long video. Love you guys. Bye.